Kwankwaso are reportedly intensifying political consultations ahead of 2027, with efforts to rally northern leaders behind a proposed joint presidential ticket on the platform of the African Democratic Congress. The two politicians are reportedly pushing a one-term power rotation arrangement aimed at securing northern backing for a southern presidency, while encouraging support to shift away from former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. On the other hand, factions of the People's Democratic Party, African Democratic Congress, Accord Party and Labour Party have rejected the Bad Opposition Summit, stating it does not represent their official stance. They reaffirmed plans to field separate candidates against President Bola Tinubu in the 2027 elections. The PDP National Working Committee, backed by the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, claimed that former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, former Senate President David Mark, former governors Rabi Kwankwaso and Peter Obi, and other opposition leaders were misled by impostors who organized the summit. Against that background, we'll speak with our guest to get his perspective from the ruling party's point of view. We're joined virtually from Kebbi State by Abdullahi Zuru, Special Advisor to the Kebbi State Governor on Communications and Strategy. Thank you for joining me tonight, Mr. Zuru. Good to see you again.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Most grateful.
So what we're seeing at this stage is an early wave of political consultations and alliance building ahead of 2027. While these discussions are still largely at the exploratory stage, I mean, they've already generated debates about power rotation, regional interest, and the balance of influence among major political actors. But from your perspective in the APC, how serious is this reported Obi Kwankwaso move in the ADC?
Thank you very much. The issue of regional interest does not really arise. It's purely personal interest. Forget about any region, anybody claiming to be representing any region. It's not true. Just representing himself and the clique of ambitious politicians he made. Like we have said, and it has been said, many Nigerians of conscience, many Nigerians that are stewarding the political development, that the combination of the big so-called big wig of the political mainstream of the country in one political party will not succeed. They will not succeed in achieving their aims simply because every one of them is ambitious. Every one of them is desperate. Every one of them want to be fingered out as the best, forgetting the fact that almost all of them have been tried. Almost of them have moved from one political party to the other, just in pursuance of their personal political interests. So forget about regional interest. It's purely personalism. Then whoever is aligning with whoever, with thinking that they can have a scale through in 2027, they are just deceiving their people. They are just fooling themselves.
Okay.
You see what is happening now? Look at what is happening in the ADC. The other side is His Excellency Atiku Abubakar, that is determined to get the tickets, that has made his intention very clear. All of a sudden, Obi and His Excellency Kwankwaso came up with another plan, a different group to assist them pursue their personal political interests. Don't forget, His Excellency Rotimi Amechi is there, Tambol is there, who again among the big wigs, so-called big wigs there.
So you think this is just political speculation, Mr. Zuru?
Yes, it is speculation. It is, like I said, and like everybody will agree with me, and many people have said it before me, they are a collection of highly ambitious and desperate politicians aiming at becoming president or vice president of the country. Simple.
All right. You must have also heard of, the one-term power rotation deal. This is the second time Mr. Peter Obi would be floating this idea. Is this realistic politics, or are we looking at another campaign strategy to attract northern sympathy?
How? Look at his votes in 2023. Yes, he did well in where he did, but in northern Nigeria, in northern states, I doubt if he get the required percentage. But that doesn't mean that he may not improve. But the improvement he is thinking with the alliance with some big shots in northern politics is a mirage, is a dream, is speculation, which at the end of the day it will crash. The plan will be defeated hands down.
So I'm just here wondering, Mr. Zuru, if the opposition is truly divided between former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, Mr. Peter Obi, and Kwakwanso's, I mean, there are different interests as we speak. What advantage does that give the APC going into 2027?
The truth of the matter is the coalitions, since it started, the defection from other political parties to the coalition has not in any way and will not in any way affect, God willing, the chances of the APC in 2027 elections at all levels. It will not. You can understand how it started, and you can also look at how APC is becoming stronger, and accepted nationally.
Because more governors have now entered into your party, isn't it?
Yeah, not only that, even before the governors. And what made the governors join the party is because they have seen the handwriting very well. They have seen what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been doing in their respective states. They acknowledge it. Their people appreciated it. Their people are making good use of it. Project in all sectors of development. So if the intention of being a politician in the democratic system is to contribute to the socio-economic development of the community, why can't you join as well?
All right.
Since he has done it.
But really, Mr. Zuru, are you personally, or is the APC also concerned about, some level of dissatisfaction in some regions could make some of this coalition, such coalitions more attractive over time?
Oh, I don't know what exactly mean.
If you're thinking of some of the dissatisfactions in some region, are you not bothered that this could make, such coalitions, these big wigs, as you described them, more attractive over time?
Well, to the best of my knowledge, no politician in the Southwest can be a threat to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. No politician in the Southeast can be a threat to the victory of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Not about threat, not even in the North Central, and not even in the Northeast, where the Vice President came from. And of course, and indeed, not Southwest, where we have 7 states with performing governors whose performance has been recognized, whose performance have impacted the lives of their people, who have now collectively stood or are standing behind Bola Ahmed Tinubu with their governors. Let me give you an example with Kebbi State, if you are aware of this. Because sometimes you say, I quickly go to Kebbi State. Because this Kebbi State is where things are happening if you are talking of APC in the Northwest. Governor Comrade Nasiru Idris Gawran, I stand to be corrected, is the first governor in Nigeria to endorse second-term bid of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu during a zonal meeting or regional meeting of the APC in Kaduna.
All right. Mr. Zuru, I love how you would never stop talking about your governor. But let's go back to the main crux of this conversation, because I mean, if you're confidently speaking about the level at which the APC would win in 2027, there's also Mr. Peter Obi, who is insisting that no other 2027 presidential contender can offer the North what he plans to deliver. From an APC standpoint, what is it getting wrong?
Well, to the best of my knowledge, I don't even know the Labour Party leaders in Kebbi State.
He's not a member of the Labour Party, Mr. Zuru. He's now a member of the ADC. Would someone like him, who, I mean, according to you, did well in 2023, would he realistically gain traction in a state like Kebbi State?
With due respect to my elders in the political scene, not Peter Obi, even Atiku or Konkoso cannot make any inroad in Kebbi State. Forget about Peter Obi. Even these people considered as very powerful politicians in this part of the country cannot, and I repeat, cannot make any input. They cannot be a threat to the success of the party in Kebbi State. Well, when I want to give you an example, you will stop me. Let me give you one example so that we proceed. Can I? Because I don't want to be stopped.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah, just last week, precisely Saturday, members of the All Progressive Congress in Kebbi State organized what we call unity rally in support of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Comrade Dr. Nasir Idris Kaurangolu. It was a decision of few political associates of the governor, some individuals that saw, this is the time, let the whole know. If the people of Kebbi State are aware of what Governor Idris is doing for them, and they are benefiting, and they are appreciating, let the world know the caliber of person the governor is. Let them know the strength, the complete loyalty, the sincere commitment of the APC members in Kebbi State. That was what informed the decision of organizing that rally. To how I wish you were around to see how it worked.
All right.
How it was.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sadly, I'm not. Sadly, I was not there, Mr. Zuru. But would you say APC's track record is strong enough to counter any message of change? I mean, being thought about by opposition leaders. And you know, I'm asking, from your vantage point as we speak, what is a real mood across the North?
I don't know which leaders are you talking about if you are referring to Kebbi State development. The way Comrade Dr. Nasir Kaurangolu transformed Kebbi in 3 years. He changed it, he changed the narrative of Kebbi development within this period.
Mr. Zuru, kindly hold on, please. Let me put you on hold. We must take a break at this moment. When we return against former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, what does this mean for former Vice President Atiku Abubakar? I've been speaking with Abdullahi Zuru, Special Advisor to Kebbi Governor on Communications and Strategy. Mr. Zuru, thank you very much for speaking with us on the program. Now, what is the ADC doing differently in terms of engagement with northern communities ahead of 2027? Is the APC concerned about losing any northern support to some of these opposition leaders? And I'm asking because, you know, some of these men are well-known figures in northern politics, and it's expected that their move is seen as a serious threat to the APC stronghold in the north. You have former Vice President Atiku and El Rufai, who have strong followings in the northeast and northwest, respectively. How does the APC plan to contain, you know, any possible shift in loyalty from these zones?
Well, you have said it very clearly. If you're talking of somebody that can make inroad into northern politics simply because he was this and that, he has accumulated so much, that one is a dream. He cannot. You see, we should begin to understand the mindset of the people, particularly the electorate. The days of people using their big names to deceive innocent people into voting them to power is gone. The days of showcasing your wealth being enjoyed by you, your colleagues, your stooges, and your family, just to attract attention, just to intimidate electorate, that period is gone. So forget about big names in politics, particularly in the North.
All right.
Forget about what you accumulated as a very, whether notable politician in any state of the North. What people are talking about now, what have you done when you were in such positions that improved their living condition? These are the some of the factors that people are looking at before they eventually accept to give you their mandates. So when you're talking of El-Rufai, Atiku, and Sulu, agreed they had the opportunity of serving their respective people. But I want to challenge you, go to their respective states. I don't mean they have not done something, but they have not done much expected of their people who sent them there. Like in Kebbi, when you are talking of ADC, who are you talking about? There can be a threat to comrade.
All right, we'll come back to that, Mr. Zuru, because there's an allegation against the state government, but we'll come back to that in a moment. I'm sure you saw what happened over the weekend, where the opposition held a summit in Ibadan, projecting unity ahead of 2027. Would you say what happened is just another political rehearsal, or a united opposition forging ahead of 2027?
Northern rehearsal taking place in Ibadan in the southwest.
Yes.
With the few participants from the north and a few from the southern part of the country. If you want to do that rehearsal, you should choose your strengths, like we did in Kebbi last weekend. Come to any of the northern states. Go to Kano, go to Kaduna, go to Maiduguri, and do the rehearsal. Who will identify what you are doing in Ibadan or Enugu, wherever that is not part of the North? How do you now convince people that your intention, your plan is to save the North? Save the North from what? Most of them are party to what happened. Party to putting the North where it is.
You just said save the North from what? And that was earlier, that was what I wanted to know. What is the mood across the North? Because, I mean, realistically, the North has historically been a decisive voting bloc, delivering about large margins in presidential election. Based on past cycles, Mr. Zuru, how stable or fluid is Northern loyalty to a sitting president?
The people of Northern Nigeria, to the best of my knowledge, particularly the people of Kebbi State, are 100% loyal to Mr. President. And they have even endorsed him and the governor last week during the unity rally. So for other states, if you have been following what is happening within the last few days, each governor has gathered the stakeholders of the party in his state, requested for their opinion on the continuity or otherwise of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and themselves. The decision or the resolution was unanimous.
Okay.
Based on what has been done, based on what can the attachment that can be verified.
All right, Mr. Zuru, before I let you go, just before I let you go, if the opposition eventually unites, what do you think would be their strongest arguments against the APC, and how should your party respond?
I don't know whether you can give me the possibility of the ADC uniting at this point in time, where it is in this eye.
The ADC is not the only opposition party. There is the PDP also. There is Labour Party, there is Boot Party, there are other opposition parties.
Have you forgotten that in the ADC, there is a faction of PDP and another faction of PDP is somewhere, and all other political parties have their own factions. So how do you know that ADC will be stronger when it's a collection of factions?
All right.
You know.
Mr. Zuru, thank you very much for speaking with me tonight. Abdullahi Zuru is the Special Advisor to Kebbi Governor on Communications and Strategy. Thank you very much for your time. Please have a great evening.
Thank you very much, too.